Hi, welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV, and I've got a very special guest on the show today. It's Jack Reeve from Talk Norwich City. Of course, Arsenal playing Norwich this week. It's a massive game for both teams, really. Arsenal, massive in that we really need to get into the top four, our usual Champions League place that we're trying to get. But also for Norwich, massive because they're trying to stay in the Premier League. Hasn't gone too great for them recently, and it's really going to be a real crunch game for both teams. Jack, first of all, I wanted to ask you is how's the feeling down there in Norwich? I mean, you are staring it down the barrel a bit.
Yeah, it's been a tough couple of weeks for Norwich City. It really has. After we beat Newcastle, a fantastic last-minute winner, everyone was thinking, right, we're going to stay up now. All we really need to do is just get something from the Sunderland game. Even a point will pretty much keep us up. And it wasn't just the way. It wasn't just being defeated by Sunderland. It was being completely played off the park by Sunderland. We didn't turn up. And since then, it's completely gone out of our hands. And then Sunderland obviously picked up a point against you guys. Newcastle have won a game and drawn a game since that. And we've really been thrown back into it. And we're probably the favourites to go down now from a situation a couple of weeks ago where we were favourites to stay up. So it's been a shock to Norwich fans. It's not completely over yet. A result against you would be massive. But there's not much confidence about it at the moment, that's for sure.
And to be fair, I wouldn't say there's loads of confidence around with Arsenal at the moment. Even though I saw a stat this morning which I couldn't believe, that we're actually unbeaten, I think, in our last 7. But we picked up some games in there. There's been some horrible draws in there.
Yeah.
But we have been creating chances, and I know that the Norwich defence has looked a little bit leaky recently.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, the defence has been our weakness all season, and we bought a player in January called Tim Close from Wolfsburg, a Champions League caliber player, very good player, yeah. And he really did shore up the defence a bit. We had 3 clean sheets in a row against Manchester City. One of them came against, and then he ripped his knee ligaments against Crystal Palace, and he's been ruled out for the season. So that is a massive blow for us. Tim Close, with him in the side, I was confident we were going to stay up. But now, off the back of conceding 3 to Sunderland, conceded, I think, the 3rd most amount of goals in the Premier League this season. Only Newcastle and Villa are above us in that stat. So, yeah, the defence is being woeful at times.
What do you think the tactic will be? Because teams that have come to the Emirates and been quite successful, to be quite frank, they've been very defensive. So Palace came the other day, they parked the bus. Arsenal had loads and loads of chances, only took 1, then they got a little breakaway goal. Swansea, same sort of tactic, very, very defensive. That's sort of been what's been kind of working for teams. But Norwich not really that kind of team, are they?
We're not. We're under a manager, Alex Neil, who loves to play attacking football. It's what he's based his whole career on. He'd done it at Hamilton. He'd done it in the Championship last season, and he's done it for the majority of this season. The only different tactic that we've used this season is when we've gone sort of 5 at the back, but it's often 3 at the back. We play with 2 wing backs, Robbie Brady and Ivo Pinto probably, and that is the most defensive formation. It's actually worked really well. We should have got a point away at the Etihad with it. We should have got a point against Chelsea with it, and it's worked quite well on occasion. So wouldn't be surprised if he did deploy that formation, but at the same time, it's not going to be a game where we come and sit back, because at the end of the day, a point probably won't be good enough for us. We need 3 points.
Who are the danger players we've got to watch out for from Norwich?
I would have said Tim Close, but he's out. Diamersi and Mbakani's come into form a bit. Big target man, strong, quick as well. Nathan Redmond, obviously straight back from injury, quick player, done it at all levels in the youth teams for England. And Robbie Brady, obviously, I'm sure you guys know about him from Hull last season and us this season. Very good player, can play anywhere down the left. And he's been the man. As well as that, actually, a surprise to you might be Gary O'Neill in the middle of the park. Been about for years, but he has been exceptional this season, really held the midfield together. So Redmond, Mbakani, Brady and Gary O'Neill are the players that will really win us the game.
Okay. So what are you going to go for? Give us a prediction, your prediction. And also, you know what I'd be interested to find out is How do you think, looking at Arsenal, you can hurt us? What do you think the tactic, if you was a manager, what tactic would you deploy against Arsenal?
I mean, first of all, I think it'd be typical for Norwich to turn up and Olivier Giroud to bang in a hat-trick, because I know he hasn't been in the best of form recently. I've seen loads of stats flying about. It'd be typical for him to get his goal-scoring streak back on. I don't know. I think I've watched all of your fan cams, and as you said, the mood around the place isn't the best. We need to take advantage of that. I think an early goal would be crucial. Under the time with Alex Neil, in every game we've scored first. We've only gone on to lose one of them games. So normally when we score first, we'll go on to win the game, or at least get something from it. First goal's crucial. Get out the blocks quickly. Get the fans, on the back of Arsenal. And I think that's how we'll win the game. Early start.
Well, prediction-wise, I'm gonna go for Arsenal winning this by.
Don't be too hard.
I think it's going to be a tight. I'm going to go for the obligatory 2-1.
Yeah.
Because I think it is going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. But I think the thing that's not going to work in your guys' favour is that we need to win this as well. This is a big game for us. We've got 3 games left. We've got you guys. Then we've got a very tough game against Manchester City away. And then we come back, last game of the season, Villa at home. Now, really we need to be assured to get into that top 4, maybe even 3rd place where we really need to get, because, if Man City and Liverpool both won their Cup, Europa and Champions League Cups, it would only be the top 3. So to be assured to get qualification, we really need to win those last 3 games. It's in our hands. And I think this team is capable of doing that. And I think there are players like Alexis that, are returning back to form. I'm hoping that we go Danny Welbeck and Iwobi up front, because that pace has been terrorising defences. So if we go with that sort of team, and I get a feeling that Jack Wilshere might have a part to play. He looked kind of sharp when he came on the other day against Sunderland. We go with that sort of team. I fancy us. I'm going to go 2-1 to Arsenal.
Okay.
You?
Through my yellow tinted glasses, I'm going to go for a draw. I can't predict the win. It'd be stupid of me. I'm going to go for a 2-2. I can remember we came to the Emirates a few years ago and drew 3-3. We've beaten you at Carrow Road. It's not beyond us to get something. We're not a bad team. But realistically, I think you're going to nick this one. So I'll go 2-1 Arsenal as well.
Okay. So listen, guys, don't forget you can check out Jack's channel. It's called Talk Norwich City. Excellent. I was watching one of your videos the other day, actually, when you beat Newcastle, and I must say the fans.
Yeah,
it was incredible. I watched that video. That was really, really incredible. The way the fans went mental when you won that. Hopefully they won't be going like that against us. But his channel's Talk Norwich City. Make sure you check him out. Leave your comments as well below. What is your score predictions? What do you think the score's going to be? Let us know. And thanks for watching Arsenal Fan TV. Hi, welcome on to my brand new channel called Man Like Robbie. You guys may know me from Arsenal Fan TV, but on this channel we're going to be talking all things football, and it's going to be real, unlike any other channel on YouTube. So subscribe right now to Man Like Robbie.